in order to prevent cognitive decline and slow down the process of aging of the brain. According to Research Institute in Chicago, Rush University, it's a very renowned university, they recommended set of foods based on the research that they conducted on set of people. I picked up 3 best fruits from the set of foods they gave and combined it with the brain activity, which I did for myself and did on my wellness clients also, and the results were tremendous. Research Institute, they conducted the research based on only rigorous Mediterranean DASH diet, or you can call it the MIND diet in short. It is the intervention for neuro-regenerative diet. 1 hour of learning anything new that you can do any time of the day. Any time of the day. 30-minute meditation. And the third exercise is trying not to be stressed. Trying to smile as much as you can. DASH diet, Mediterranean DASH diet, DASH, dietary approach to stop hypertension. You cannot end up stressing your mind and then expect your mind to generate positive and the intuitive energy. They conducted the experiment on a group of people and divided them in 2 groups. One group who rigorously followed the diet showed 53% of improvement compared to those people who moderately followed the diet. Now, why I picked up the 3 food and combined it with brain activity, brain exercise was because rigorously following a diet for any individual is not possible unless and until you are under some research center or group of people who are monitoring you. So if you are doing self-monitoring, then it's not possible to rigorously follow the diet for lifetime or for a long-term period. Maybe you can do it for 1 month or 2 months, but food is such, the food and the diet has the impact on you as long as you follow it. And it is not something that you do it for 2-3 months and you will have a lifetime result. So you have to dedicatedly follow it with a lot of dedication and determination and willpower. So because we cannot follow the diet regularly, I picked up 3 food, combined it with brain activity, brain exercise that actually gave me the result on myself as well as few of my wellness clients. They said that they experienced and they narrated their experience that how they benefited by combining the 3 food with the brain exercise activity. Now coming to the food, the set of food recommended by Rush University Research Center in Chicago, I picked up top 3 food with 1 drink. That is in total 4 food. First was fish, second was leafy vegetables, third was berries. You can combine it with nuts also. They recommended nuts also. But since nuts and berries both have flavonoid, you can interchangeably use it or take them together. And the 1 food that is a drink I picked up was wine. Wine, if taken as a medicine and in a moderate quantity, it helps and promotes the brain to clear out. It should be taken and treated as a medicine. And when you combine it with the 3 food that I picked up and with the brain activity that I'm going to tell, then you will experience the benefits for yourselves and you will see the result within a month. The capacity, the way you remember things, the forgetfulness, which is in youngsters also we see, not only on the elderly people, that they tend to forget a lot. They keep their spectacles somewhere, they forget. They keep their pen or mobile somewhere and they forget. This is nothing but the laziness of the brain, and this has nothing to do with age. This has to do with your genes, this has to do with the right kind of diet, and most importantly, this has to do with the brain activity and the exercise of the brain. Food alone cannot conduct the miracle. I repeat, food alone cannot conduct the miracle. Why? Because according to the Research Institute in Chicago, the journal said that clearly people who followed this diet moderately, which a normal person will follow moderately and not rigorously. Who followed moderately, they benefited 35%, and who followed this diet rigorously, 53%. That is, it was equivalent to 7 years of aging. They delayed the aging of the brain. The process of cognitive decline slowed down in them. Is really very helpful if we follow in our day-to-day life, but rigorously following a diet, DASH, Mediterranean DASH diet, Now, wine is a very important component of Mediterranean diet that is known to us, and the DASH diet, DASH, dietary approach to stopping of hypertension, and this has to do with your brain exercise activity also. So combine the foods. Berries and nuts, they have flavonoids. So besides having the cardiovascular benefits, and we all know that it's anti-inflammatory in nature, besides those benefits, besides the health benefits and the skin benefits that you will have, keep them aside. But because of the flavonoid content, they are very good brain food. Berries and nut, combine them, or you can take it interchangeably like alternate days. One day you take berry, the other day you take nuts like a snacks. It's not a part of the daily lunch routine or the breakfast routine, or you can take it as a breakfast, but as a pre-breakfast. This cannot be a sole breakfast in itself. Many people do the mistake, they have only nuts for breakfast. No, nuts need to be combined with protein or a cereal. If you want to have a healthy breakfast for your mind and for your brain, you can take it as a pre-breakfast or some snack, or a pre-lunch or an evening snack, or a pre-dinner. But it cannot be a dinner, lunch, or say a breakfast by itself. It needs protein, dietary fiber, and the cereals as well. Only nuts and berries will not do any help to you. Now coming to fish. Fish has that fatty acid N component. If you are a vegetarian, nothing to worry, you can go for fish oil supplements or fish oil capsule. But if you don't have an issue with non-vegetarian food, then fish is a must in your diet because it's a very good brain food. Fish oil promotes mental health stability, and if you're depressed in your life and if you're very stressful in your life, then the stress and depression those levels can be reduced by taking fish oil. It is that healthy, and fish by itself is a wholesome meal. If thrice a week you take grilled fish or fish combined with baked or grilled vegetables, then it's a wholesome meal by itself. Or you can simply take fish curry and rice and a chapati or little curd along with it for the. Now coming to green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables, broccoli, spinach, or any vegetable which are dark green in color all the time is the leafy vegetables. That is in Hindi we call saag, that is spinach. You can go for broccoli, you can go for eggplant, vegetable of your choice. Need not be very dark green if you're going for bottle green color, because every day in our life it's not possible. So it's not that if you're not getting dark green vegetable, you will stop eating vegetables. Any leafy vegetables like spinach, like saag, they have anti-inflammatory nutrients and they have antioxidant vitamins. So this helps to cleanse out the pores of your skins also. I picked up the top 3 foods. Those were berries, nuts, interchangeably you can use it, fish and green vegetables. That's it. Leafy vegetables. It need not be green or semi-green or how much green it is. Leafy vegetable, berries, nuts and fish. Combine it with the brain activity and the exercise, and within a month or within say 3 weeks, you can notice the changes. The forgetfulness in you will decline, your brain will become more alert, and that is, give 1 hour time to learning any new language or any new subject or any new thing. 1 hour daily. Okay, do it for 1 month. Begin with 3 weeks to 1 month and 2 months, and then you see the result for yourself. 1 hour, just 1 hour of your life to learn, and it doesn't have to be anything boring. Anything of your choice, your interest, any language that interests you, but it has to be anything new. Anything new, give 1 hour to it. All right, give 30 minutes of meditation. Okay, and early morning. Say early morning between 6 a.m. anytime between 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. If you get up by 4 a.m. and do, that's very nice. But since it's not possible practically for many people, and so instead of being lazy and getting scared with the name of 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., at least even if you do the meditation by 6, 7 or 8 a.m., just do 30 minutes of meditation. It is the science of the human being, and it is science of the human emotions and the day-to-day activity that a human does. So your mind when it is sad, when it is stressed, when it is depressed, and you cannot expect a stressful and a depressed and a sad, unhappy mind to prevent cognitive decline and slowing of the aging. If you want to prevent cognitive decline, I have myself benefited from this diet combined with these 3 brain exercises, and many of my wellness clients have responded very positively to this diet when they have combined it with these brain exercise activities. It is actually not 3 but 2 activities. First is you have to do meditation for just 30 minutes and 1 hour learning anything of your choice. It can be some cooking book also if you're interested in some recipe books, or it can be a book on artificial intelligence if you're a coder, or anything of your choice, but it has to be anything new. The science behind it is your brain needs to be actively involved in learning something new. 30 minutes of meditation, and the third, you cannot call it an exercise. You just have to prevent yourself from being stressed. You just have to smile and be a little calm. I think meditation will do that work for you. Practice it for 3 weeks and see the benefit for yourselves, how your forgetfulness, you're overcoming the habit of being forgetful. And being forgetful has nothing to do with aging. It has to do with genes, and it has to do with if you're making your brain fat. And if you're not putting your brain into the right practices and the right activities and the exercise, then your brain energy is not being channelized, and your wrong food combinations, if you're eating in excess, if you're eating a lot of junk food, then it adds to the aging of your brain and premature cognitive decline. Stop doing that. We can see this in a lot of adolescents and growing children also. They are into a lot of junk foods. They are not eating the right kind of food, and they are not channelizing their brain energy. They are not getting involved in physical activity, and they are not even channelizing their brain in learning something new, and they are spending their time in watching TV and mobile and digital games. Games is also, I'll not say that game is that unproductive, but when it comes to reading books and learning something new, that cannot be combined with gaming, or that cannot be combined in watching some television series or some digital games or anything that you're watching digitally. So you have to put your brain into exercise, then you can delay premature cognitive decline. Putting your brain into work is not watching Netflix or web series. You can keep it as a part of your entertainment, but channelize the energy of your brain. Only then you will be able to successfully prevent the cognitive decline and the slowing of the aging of your brain. Bread. 41 days of life-changing experience course. It's a 41-day course. Bread. No dependency, what the slavery, bread. 41 days of life-changing experience, bread.